It is Thursday night, so you know what that means. Welcome to the High Spots Virtual Gimmick Table. I have a very special guest tonight. I will let her introduce herself to the fans at home that don't know who you are.
I am 1/3 of the Outcast, the runaway, Ruby Soho.
I like how you said that. You really rolled the R on that one.
Thank you.
Ruby.
Thank you.
I like to give all of my guests gifts to start off the show. So I have multiple gifts for you, including this one. It is a book called Faking It, The Quest for Authenticity in Popular Music. They've got a fabulous chapter about the punk rock revolution in there and how some of the bands were industry plants. True story.
Wow.
I also have more gifts for you. I heard that you love Oreos.
Stop.
So now you have Oreos. But then Oreo came out with cakes.
Whoa.
So that is for you, for your travels, so you can
This is
enjoy.
my favorite show ever.
Yes. Yes, that's the only goal.
I love cookies, guys. Wow, thank you.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
So nice of you.
Absolutely. I've got a few questions if you don't mind answering them for me.
Hit me, Tommy.
Can you please finish the song lyric for me?
Oh, goodness.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them in bloom for me and you. And I think to myself,
What a wonderful world. I love that song. I have it tattooed on my back. It's my worst tattoo, but it's my favorite song.
oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You just sang a little bit of it, but I heard that you sing a truly amazing version of Ave Maria. Is that true?
Oh my God. I don't know in what world we heard about this. I used to sing show choir and all kinds of stuff way back in the day. Couldn't tell you a single word of Ave Maria anymore other than Ave Maria. Which is a good thing that's a big chunk of the song is just those two words. But yes, I used to dabble in the Italian music industry.
You used to sing, but is it true that you used to be a tap dancer?
Oh my God. I don't know what interview I said this in, but wow, you're hitting me with all kinds of yes. When I was very, very young, my mom put me into tap. I was terrible. I was a little kid. Tap dancing with kids is just walking around in tap shoes, so it's not real tap dancing. I'm not. No, not even close.
Who are Augusta Ada King and Heidi Montag, and what do they have in common?
So Heidi, I don't know, it's Tog or Tag, Heidi Montag is where I got my first name on the indies, which was Heidi. It was literally just a commercial playing, from the hills.
Great MTV show.
Yeah, it was just playing nearby. And then when I went to OVW, they said I needed a last name because I was just Miss Heidi for a hot minute. And then Lovelace was the first ever women's mathematician. I hate math, so I have no idea why I chose that. But that seemed cool to me. And here we are, 13 years later.
Crazy Mary Dobson, a.k.a. Sarah Logan, a.k.a. Valhalla, converted you and Liv Morgan to living the farm life. Have you converted Soraya and Tony to becoming farm people as well?
I'm well on my way with Tony Storm to getting her into the farm life. We've spoken at length about it because she's currently gardening. She's one heck of a gardener, but I'm trying to convert her into the farm life. I don't know if I'll ever get Soraya but she might as well have one because she has like 8,000 birds at this point that are just feathered dogs that she just cuddles with and everything, so she might as well have a farm, but it's her own version of it, so we're getting there.
And speaking of animals, you have more animals than your average person. Can you give us a little rundown so the fans at home know just how much you love animals?
They're all jerks, but yes. I have Russell and Judy, two senior quarter horses. I have Jelly Bean, which is my miniature horse. I have Daisy, the donkey.
That's a good name.
And I have a corgi named Barney, and I have I previously until recently, not to put a damper on it, had a Shar-Pei named Juventud Guerrera. Swear to God, his name was the Juice. He was the most juiciest one. He was the most cutest one. He was the juicy one. Recently passed away. Rest in peace.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then I have a naked cat named Bambi.
So, like, you have a furless cat.
Who is the Antichrist. She's the worst.
When was the last time you were rock climbing, and how'd you get into it?
I haven't been rock climbing in ages, mainly because I'm old and busted. But I got into rock climbing because the college that I went to was just opened their bougie activity center, and they hired me to and trained me to be a rock climbing instructor. So that's a little thing I dabbled in at first, but I'm not too old for that.
Now, you dabbled in some other instructing. What subject did you want to teach in school, and why?
I wanted to be, there was a few of them that I went into, but I wanted to be a music education major. I also wanted to be a special education. I wanted to be a teacher because my mom is a teacher. So I wanted to do all kinds of things. And then I tried out for a music education program in Michigan and didn't make it because I don't know how to sight read music. And then decided to become a professional wrestler. And here we are.
That is a very extreme range.
Yeah, one to the other. It's an insane one.
Who's on your Mount Rushmore of horror villains, and who's your favorite final girl?
Oh my gosh, this is a hard question. Mount Rushmore of horror villains goes as follows. Captain Spaulding is my numero uno, of course. Captain Spaulding is the man. Chucky, because he gave me so many nightmares. I will go also with Maxine from the more recent A24 movies, X and the other Maxine one I just watched. I loved her, by the way, but I can't remember, because I feel pressure. And then we will go with an oldie but a goodie. Always love Jason.
Mr. Voorhees.
Yep, and then Freddy Krueger also gave me copious amounts of nightmares. I feel like if I see a really, really old person, I always think Freddy Krueger, and then I get really like when I was little, I was freaked out by most old people. No offense. No offense, Mike.
Wow. You are known for being one of the most powerful and empowering women in sports. Wow. Who are some ladies that inspire you?
Some ladies that inspire me, I would have to say I have her on my arm. I showed it earlier, if I can get my damn sleeve. Joan Jett. Joan Jett was the first woman to sign herself because she opened her own record company because other companies would not sign her. She was a revolutionary in the women's punk industry. Kathleen Hanna is a leader of the Riot Girl movement. If you don't know anything about that, it's very similar to the evolution of women's wrestling. They do go very much hand in hand. And I would also go ahead and say my mother and my stepmother. They are both very strong, independent, wonderful women that have taught me so very much.
Yesterday, the government announced that UFOs are real, and they've known about them since the 1930s. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, I've known that my whole life. Are you kidding me? You think it's just us? You think it's just us? Like, get out of here with yourself. Of course. Beam me up. Let's go.
Now, there's always been this debate between Buc-ee's, Wawa, and Sheetz. You've been in this area for a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Have you gotten to try QT?
No. I don't. QT Marshall? No.
It's a. Yeah, we'll take you by there on the way.
No, I don't know anything about it.
You've raised a lot of money for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about your love for them?
My parents have donated to them. I believe yearly. My dad, I believe, helped. In the area of South Bend, Indiana, helped build an addition to their hospital. It has been a pretty constant in my family's life. That's the one charity that kind of always kept coming up and that they continue to donate to. So very close to my heart.
One last question. Mm-hmm. Please plug every single thing that you want to plug into the camera. Right,
so my Instagram at Real Ruby Soho, I think, and Twitter, I also think it's the same thing at Real Ruby Soho. I promise you, in the coming weeks, months, whatever, I will get better at social media. I know I don't post a whole lot, but I'll try to get better. I'm usually just busy on the farm doing hood rat shit. But those are my social media platforms. Hooligans Unite will be making its return, hopefully sooner rather than later. I just have to figure out how to get internet. Also my Twitch, I believe it's Ruby Soho AEW. I want to say that that's what it is. We'll also be coming back once I figure out internet and the woods. It will be coming back, but it's a struggle, you know. So yes, those are all the things. And then buy tickets to any upcoming AEW show, so you can see the Outcast and potentially get spray painted.
Also, what do you think about my outfit, by the way? Is this not awesome? See, we're best friends because she loves my outfit. She thinks it's so great. She was complimenting me before. She's like, you make that outfit look so fantastic. Wow. You're the best with this outfit
There's
on.
So many false statements in everything that you're saying.
She was just she was joyous when she saw me wearing this on the set.
Joyous isn't the word.
It was fantastic, you know?
Here's the thing.
I'm going
to tell you exactly how
she loves it.
I feel about this godforsaken. Oh, this has been the bane of my existence.
What are you doing?
Gonna feel so good.
Oh, she wants to give me a bigger hug. Oh!
Yeah, here it is. That's how I feel.
That's a good album.
That godforsaken gas station. That stupid beaver.
Her destination was high spots. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Ruby Soho. Thank you so much for being here.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
And
guys,
choose a better onesie next
time. She called me out. And guys, while Seth puts up a graphic, we have some great guests coming up for you in the future.